guys, it's me, Sarah. I'm back with another cooking tutorial. Tonight it's going to be pork fried rice, and it's my version of pork fried rice. It's really, really good. I hope you guys enjoy my tutorial. If you guys are new to my channel, please turn that red button gray and hit the notification bell so you get my uploads and when I'm live and all that fun stuff. If you guys are a part of my family, thanks for coming back to watch my video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye. So I'm going to be making my version of pork fried rice, and to start that out, you want to make the rice first so you can put it in the fridge and let it cool. So I have 4 cups of water that are coming to a boil, and then I have 2 cups of jasmine rice that I'm going to add to this, and then I'm going to let it come to a simmer. And once it does that, I'm going to put the top on it and put it on really low heat and cook it until it's done. And I'll be back when it is at that point. Okay, so for the next part, when your rice is done cooking, you have your pot of rice and it's going to be steaming hot. You want to rinse it with cold water. And this helps with making it not sticky, which when you make fried rice, you don't want sticky rice. So after you rinse all your rice and get all those starches out of there, you're going to strain it really well and then put it in the refrigerator for about a half an hour to an hour. And then you're ready to add the rice to your fried rice. But in the meantime, while my rice is cooling down, I'm going to show you what else we're going to be adding to it and preparing all that stuff. So I will be right back. Okay, so all the stuff that you're going to need for making the pork fried rice is, I have 5 thin cut pork chops that I'm going to be cutting into little chunks. Excuse me. And then I have 2 carrots that I'm going to peel and cut into little cubes. I have a white onion. I have some frozen peas, petite green peas. And then I used the very, very teriyaki with the sesame seeds, which I have a 1/4 cup of that, and it's going to be for marinating the pork. And then I have 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I have 1 tablespoon of crushed garlic, a 1/4 teaspoon of fresh ground pepper, and to cook the pork and everything in and to marinate it, I have a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and then I have a 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, and I have 2 scrambled eggs that I'm going to be cooking. And then when we start frying the rice, actually like frying everything, I have 2 tablespoons of canola oil. If I forgot anything, I will let you know, because knowing me, I probably did. But anyways, I'm going to start by getting my pork cut up and marinating it, and then I'll start on my veggies and blah, blah, and I'll show you as I do it. So I will be right back. I forgot to add that it really helps when making this to have a wok style pan. If you don't have a wok style pan, the biggest pan that you have that has a high side or a really big frying pan will do. But if you have a wok style pan like this with the high sides, it's best. So yeah, I just wanted to add that part. So I'll be right back. And you want to start cubing up your pork, and I will show how I'm doing 1 piece, and then I won't make you guys watch me cutting all of them. So I'm just cutting them into little cubes. See, they're about that size. So I'm going to finish cubing all my pork up, and I will be right back to show you the marinade. So after scrubbing your chopping board really good to get all the pork off there, you want to put all your little pieces of pork into a mixing bowl or whatever kind of bowl you have. Okay, hopefully the fan isn't too much of a noise interference, but it's way too hot in my kitchen, so I have to turn my fan on. Anyways, I'm adding my 1/4 cup of teriyaki sauce to my pork. And then Here's my crushed garlic. Try and get it all out. Here's my fresh ground pepper, soy sauce, ground ginger, and my extra virgin olive oil. So I'm going to stir that around. Make sure to get all the flavors nice and mixed in there. And then we are just going to stick this in the fridge for a little bit to absorb all those yummy juices while we get our veggies ready, the carrots and the onions, seeing how the peas are already ready. So I'm going to go stick this in the fridge, and I will be back to start on the carrots. I wanted to add, if you don't have saran wrap like me, I ran out, you can always use one of the veggie bags from the grocery store, and it really helps to just push it down on the meat to get a nice, I'll show you. To get a nice, like, section. I can't think of the word, but so it's nice and surrounding all the meat, so it absorbs it really well, and so the meat's not exposed and it doesn't get dry spots. So you can always use just a veggie bag from the grocery store, or saran wrap like a normal person. Alright, so I'll be right back. Okay, so on to the carrots. It doesn't look like I scrubbed these, but I did. They were just really dirty carrots. That's what I get for having my husband shop for me. I never know what he's going to bring home. But you just want to peel your carrots. Okay, now that my carrots are all peeled, I'm just going to cut them down the middle the best that I can. And we want them to be in really small pieces. So I'm going to try and cut each half into threes, just like that. And then the ends, where it's like extra fat, you can cut it again, like so. I'm trying to do it without chopping off any fingers. That would be devastating. But, so I'm going to cut all my carrots into little strips like this. Okay, now that I have them all cut into little strips and then I cut them in half, I'm just going to start dicing my carrots. And I decided that I wanted to do something kind of fun, and also it's a way to see how many people fully watch my videos, and it's going to be a point system. So if you get so many points, then I will send you a prize. So what I'm going to be doing is throughout my videos, at some point in the video, I'm going to say a secret word. So now that, with that being said, my secret word for this video is Totoro. And if you put it in the comments, you get 1 point. If you get up to 10 points, then I will send you a surprise. So let's see who wins the first surprise. Now that I'm done chopping my carrots, I'm going to move on to my onions, and I'll be right back. So I have my onion, and I think I'm just going to do a half of it. And I wanted to add about the point system thing that I want to do. No cheating by looking at other people's comments. I will know if you cheated by looking at other people's comments, because if you do put the secret word in, add something that you would only know if you did watch the whole video, or almost the whole video. So, no cheating, please, because that's just not fun, and that takes the fun out of it. And yeah, so play fair. If you get the secret word, then enter it in the comments. And I already announced the secret word for this video, and in case you don't know what or who Totoro is, it is spelled Totoro. So yeah, if you spell it right, that way I really know that you watched the whole video, because I just spelled it out for you. So anyways, I'm going to keep cutting my onions and pay attention to what I'm doing so I don't cut myself. But I'm just going to cube this up into little pieces like I did my carrots, and I will be right back. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do to start doing our pork fried rice is add a teeny bit of oil to the pan. And I have it on medium to high heat. And I'm going to barely cook my scrambled eggs. I don't know what it would be called, but I'm going to cook my eggs al dente. The reason I'm doing that is because when you add it to the rice and everything, it's going to cook more. And I don't want to overcook my eggs. So that is perfect. And I'm going to put it into a cold bowl. So with your pan on medium-high still, you're going to add about a teaspoon of oil. I'm just using canola oil. And I'm going to start sauteing my carrots and onions until my onions get translucent. So I will be back when they are at that point. I don't know why, but when I am happy and I'm cooking, I tend to sing what I'm saying. So, yeah. Anyways, I will be back in a little bit. And we're not adding any seasoning or anything right now because when we add the pork, it has all that teriyaki and garlic and soy sauce and everything. So you do not want to over salt it, for sure. So you want to wait until you've added the rice and the pork and everything before you even think about adding any kind of more soy sauce or any salt or anything like that. So yeah, just letting you know. And I will be back when these veggies are done. So my onions are pretty well translucent, and they're also going to cook more when we add the rice and all that stuff. So I'm going to put this back in the bowl, and then we are going to start the pork. So I will be right back. Okay, so for this part, you want your pan on high because you want to get a good sear on the pork to give it some color, and it also adds to the flavor and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to pour that in there, and I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to let it do its thing for about 5 minutes or so, and then I'll flip it. So I will be back in a tiny second. Okay, so you will notice that your pork is getting pretty juicy. But you just want to stir it around, and it's pretty much cooked by now. So the first thing we are going to add is I'm only adding this many peas because I don't want to overdo it on the peas. But I'm not going to add those yet. I'm going to add my carrots and onions. And I wanted to add that you want to add your egg last, because if you add it while it's all juicy and everything, it'll turn your egg brown. And it doesn't look very pretty when it's brown. You want your egg to be nice and bright and yellow. So, yeah, add that last. So I'm going to let this cook down a little bit, get a little color, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm going to add my peas now. Yeah, I'm using a Noosa container because they're awesome to reuse. I love reusing stuff. I hate throwing away things that can be reused because why throw it away? It's just more added to the landfill. Anyways, okay, so I'm going to take all this out and put it in a mixing bowl, and I'm going to start frying my rice. So I will be back with that. So with your pan on high, you want to add the rest of your canola oil. And you do not want your canola oil to burn. So you want to add the rice pretty fast. So I'm going to start scooping it in here. And for this part, you're going to want 2 utensils because this part can get kind of messy. And I'm going to say that I'm probably going to have to switch over to my big pot because my little wok pan is definitely not going to be big enough for all the fried rice that I'm making. So with that being said, I'm just going to do that now before I make any more of a mess. So I'll be right back. Okay, so with my big pot on high, I'm going to add all my rice. And, sorry, that's a bad view. Once my rice starts frying and popping, I'm going to add a little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of teriyaki sauce for color and also for taste. But I'm going to let my rice fry for about 5 to 7 minutes, get it nice and crispy. So I will be back in a minute. Okay, so since my rice has been frying for about 7 minutes, I'm going to add a tablespoon of teriyaki sauce and a tablespoon of soy sauce. And that's for color and flavor. Oh my god, it smells so good already. I don't want my rice super mushy, so I'm going to cook it longer before I add the rest of the ingredients. So I'm probably going to cook it for about 10 more minutes on high, keeping a very close eye on it so it doesn't burn. And I will be back when I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients. So hang in there, we're almost done. Okay, I got some nice color going on my rice. See, it's actually fried. Woohoo! So, now that my rice is nice and fried, it's still a little more sticky than I wanted it, but oh well. Now I'm going to add all my pork, my peas, my carrots, my onions, the yummy sauce. Yummy, yummy, yummy. The smells coming out of this pot right now, oh my god. Oh my god. It smells heavenly. Holy cow. So, I'm going to mix this all in, and I will be right back. So, as I'm sure you noticed, my rice came out like a little bit mushy, but it's still extremely delicious. But the way to cut back on the rice being mushy is making your rice the day before. So, I should have done that, but I failed. But anyways, it still tastes really, really good. So, now that all the sauces are absorbed, I can now safely add my egg without it turning brown. So, I'm just going to throw that in there. I'm going to mix it all around. And voila, it is done. It is so yummy looking. And I'm going to do a taste test. It's really, really hot. Definitely way good. But if you don't like sticky rice, just cook the rice a day before and have it in the refrigerator, and you won't have sticky rice. But it is still really, really good this way. So I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial, and I will talk to you guys soon. And I'm going to be working on 2 other dishes, so you guys will see those uploads next. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you. Bye.